So, Battlefield 4, I will be doing quite a big breakdown on pretty much all the info that I've had from Battlefield 4 so far. Now, I will not only be talking about the E3 live event where we saw 64 DICE employees playing Siege of Shanghai live for us, but I will also be talking about the live stream from yesterday, which revealed quite a lot of juicy details. So let's freeze frame here. So I freeze framed here for a couple of reasons. One of them was to show the newly improved graphics from BF3 to BF4, and another one was to show the new clean look of all the HUDs and map and all that good stuff. Also, on the left side on the map, we can see a little cone that shows your FOV on your vehicle. I don't know if that is going to extend to infantry, but I'm quite interested about that little feature, because I think it's a cool little addition to the game. Now, we can also see the new 5-man squad and the new specialization bar where you can unlock new perks from your squad as long as your squad manages to get the points to unlock them, which is actually quite a nice idea. We also get a little bit of a bird's eye view from the beautiful Siege of Shanghai map, which looks amazing. There's a little A flag, and over here we get the first glimpse of the new player models and also camo in tanks. It's quite a cool concept that I really enjoy. I really liked watching those tanks roll around right there because they just look badass with that camo. We also get to see Carl Magnus logging in his tablet as commander for this awesome squad. Don't worry, you will also be able to do that on the PC, and I will develop a little bit about commander mode later on. We can see a lot of bullets flying by, and there's little to no suppression. You can see a little bit of a blur, which actually looks quite cool, and a lot of new destruction. Looks amazing. I really like the new destruction. They've really stepped up their game over here at DICE. They've really listened to the fans to bring back that awesome destruction that we all love to see on Battlefield. Now, Mr. Carl Magnus sends in a UAV, which is actually one of the cool new features that the commander can do, and you can actually see the specialization bar grow a little bit when the squad gets the points, which is actually quite a cool thing. Now, I want you guys to notice something. Mr. Zinto here is a support player, so don't forget about that little part. Now we get to see the tank almost blowing up this player, and there's quite an interesting thing that happens right on that explosion. Did you notice that? So right when that explosion happens, Mr. Zinto and a couple of his squad mates change classes, and this got me thinking, because I actually noticed that when it was live, and they were playing this live, right? At least, well, it seemed like it. I don't know if they kind of cut it off there, because it kind of feels like there was a little cut over there on the video, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. I mean, it got me thinking about something really cool, and that would be to switch kits with the people on your squad. I mean, how cool would that be? I mean, I'm talking about this without them being dead. I mean, just properly going to the side of your squad mate and giving him your kit. I mean, that would be quite an interesting concept, and I want to know what you guys think about that in the comments below, so don't forget to tell me. Now, moving on. And this little bit right here is just incredible. I totally had an orgasm when I saw this live. I mean, just look at it. He just took down a tank in the best way possible. Like, the squad just took down this tank in the best way possible. Just making the whole street fall. That was an amazing move. Right, well played, DICE. Really well played, because I really enjoyed that. Over here on the outside you can see the same model chopper, it looks like a Z11, and also the new Jeeps. Those Humvees look goddamn awesome, but it gets blown to pieces on an awesome explosion. And there's a little thing right over here at the bridge. And what I'm talking about is that little stone pillar that has a tiny white circle. Now that tiny white circle means that there's a button there to activate roadblocks. And I mean proper roadblocks. Just like the ones that you can see on Watch Dogs. And they just come out of the ground right like that. And it's awesome. They block land vehicles from crossing the Siege of Shanghai bridge to the other side of the map. And it's really cool. It was a really interesting concept to add to this map. I don't know if they can be blown up by like C4 or the tank. When I saw this, when I actually confirmed this, I saw this on Tuesday's Battlefield 4 live stream, and it was really interesting and really funny because the guy didn't know how to turn those off, and he was using a tank and he just couldn't cross the bridge, so it was quite a funny moment. Moving on to the rest of the video, we can see the new really heavily armed boats. I mean, this baby comes in loaded with a 30mm heavy explosive cannon, a tow missile, and some IR smoke for those javelins and stingers that I think that will be back on Battlefield 4. And over here you get to see a little bit of that all-out war and the naval warfare thing that all of the Battlefield developers talked about, and it looks really, really interesting. You just see the whole explosions, you see our attack chopper getting taken down, and the enemy attack chopper is going to take down our boat. And we run off on awesome jet skis that are going to pretty much work like the quad bikes from Battlefield 3. Because the player sitting in the back will be able to shoot with his weapon. I mean, there's no weaponry on these babies, but he will be able to shoot only with his normal primary weapon. And you get to see there that he caused damage actually to the player driving the Viper, which is actually quite interesting because you couldn't do that on Battlefield 3. And also a little thing that kind of completes into the immersion of this game. I mean, it's just those tiny details. When you move your head, the player actually, like the model, actually moves its head around too, which is really interesting. And it's just those tiny little details that really contribute to the immersion of this game. And this game looks so immersive. I mean, it's a game that you really, I mean, it just looks like you're really going to be glued onto the screen. Now here comes the Viper again, and we get to see a little bit more of that damage to the pilot and stuff. And now Mr RPG Man there just completely fucks him up. We also get to see the new double sight system work over here, which is nothing really similar. I mean, which is nothing really new. It's kind of similar to the whole Warfighter theme. So a lot of games are implementing this right now, and I am going to be freeze framing right here because this is quite an important part. So I stopped the video there, and I'm showing you guys this high resolution picture so that you guys can see how the commander mode properly works, because I was not going to just pause the video on Mr. Carl Magnus's iPad, because that would just be stupid. So on the left you can see the huge arsenal. I think you can actually see assets right there on the left, and you can see the huge arsenal of the commander, which is really, really cool. You can see that he has UAVs like he used previously on the video, EMPs, and that just sounds awesome. Vehicle drops, Tomahawk missile like we see in this video too, vehicle radar, high value target, and the C-190 gunship. So I've heard on the live streams of Battlefield 4 on Tuesday that the C-190 gunship will have awesome cannons that will take down land vehicles quite easily. They will be really powerful, and they might change the course of a game, which is actually quite cool. Now also below that you get ticket counts, a little timer I believe, and also the VoIP communication. Now we will have VoIP communication between the squad members, and the commander, which is actually really, really cool. It kind of reminds me when I play Counter-Strike with my friends, where we all talk about where guys are coming from and the strategies and all that good stuff. Over there on the lower left corner, you can also kind of spectate on one of the squad members. I'm just not sure if it's only on the squad leader or on any of the squad members, because I didn't really got on time, or maybe didn't heard anything about that on the live stream. Now, a really cool juicy detail from the live stream is that Mr. Zinto said that they are finding out a good way to just choose the commander on the beginning of the game. I'm not sure if it's going to be by voting. I'm not sure about anything actually, because they didn't reveal any details, but I can't wait to find out what it's going to be. Moving on with the video, we can see the commander's point of view of the Tomahawk missile, and over here we can also see our awesome soldier of doom just completely watching those tanks get mowed down as our heroes run away from this collapsing building, because, you know, they don't want to die. This is our squad member of heroes. We also see the dumbed down sun, I mean. There's no supernova anymore, so there's no need to protect your retinas, even although some of the models are actually using sunglasses, which is actually quite ironic and quite cool looking also. As we jump out of this collapsing building, this awesome action scene kind of ends, and we can see the new refurbished parachute animation from Battlefield 4, and just look at this, with the music flowing and just all the shots just flying around. You can just see that boat just running away from the destruction, and the building collapsing is just beautiful, and it causes amazing waves throughout the whole water, and it just looks so cool. As the dust settles in, you can see that the sea flag is now a pile of rubble. Just one last thing, you will be able to, ladies and gentlemen, counter knife. And yeah, that is quite awesome. And as we can see over here on this picture, all we need to do is to just click F right when we're about to get a knife. So you will have to have fast reflexes. And from what it looks like, from what I've seen on Tuesday's live stream, it looks like the knife takedowns are quite faster. So it will make this harder to do. It will be kind of a, I think it will be kind of a smashing F right when you feel that your camera is kind of moving. Really cool thing that I heard from Tuesday's live stream too is that you will not be able to do this if someone knifes you from the back, which is really cool because that kind of rewards people who are trying to really sneak up on you and trying to knife you. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys are as hyped for Battlefield 4 as I am.